Hello, this is Vanessa George, and I'm going to share the media literacy lesson that I completed for the class. The objectives for the lesson are to define digital etiquette, describe digital media and advertisements, and to define online presence and how to stay true to yourself. And I chose these objectives because at the age of the student that I teach, it's very important to teach the students etiquette and that advertisements are there to persuade us and that we have to develop our online presence to stay true to ourselves and who we are. So together as a class, we're going to look at 5 rules of digital etiquette. The golden rule: be positive and truthful, reread before posting, keep a friend's confidence, and avoid digital drama. I felt like these were all very important to rules to teach our kids. Manners are important, manners matter, and not only are we always talking to our kids about how to treat others in person, but we need to talk about how to treat others while we are online and using media. So with the rules, I've created a slideshow for each one of the rules that we can talk about and discuss what it means, what the golden rule means, what it means to be positive and truthful, to always reread your post before sending, ask yourself certain questions before you send it, what it means to keep a friend's confidence, and what it means to avoid drama when things online are turning rude or mean. And so these are all aspects that I think are important for our kids to know. And I also wanted to talk about media literacy and advertisement because our kids sometimes have trouble understanding what is real and what is fake because we tend to believe that if it's on social media, if it's on the internet, then it's true. And so just to show the kids that sometimes you have to really look at the true things is, how do advertisements, what do they do to trick us to make things look better? And so these were just a few of the tricks that I found that they use online and on TV to make things look better than what they really are. Talking about techniques that advertisers use to kind of get us to buy their products. And then for the guided practice, I want to talk with the kids about who are you online and what does it mean to be true to yourself. So after we've talked about social etiquette, how to treat other people online, and how advertisers can kind of trick us into thinking some things are true that are really not, we have to understand who we are when we put ourselves out there online. Are we being our true self? Talking about using social media and why some people may create a fake social media account or why they may be a totally different person online than what they are in person. So together as guided practice, we would have a student debate over what are the reasons someone might have created a fake account and why posting messages only to certain people or posting them anonymously. Why could this pose a problem? And so we would have a class discussion and talk about some of the reasons, and maybe good reasons, but maybe bad reasons why people would do this. Then we'd move on and just look at a couple reasons. Brian and Jolie, why might they post anonymously and what might not want other people to know who they are when they post. And then we'd also do guided practice together, student activity. Is it worth it to have or use fake social media accounts? Why or why not? Wanting them to use their experiences, they would need to select a position on that and then have reasons to support. And then kind of moving on, there's a couple videos that I have embedded into talking about how teens are using their cell phones. And then to end the lesson, it would be a discussion question that they would have to write an essay. And in the essay, they would have to choose, answer how is it important in your life and include this information. There is also a rubric that goes with the writing. And then to differentiate that, any students that have accommodations, I would tell them to maybe only choose 2 or 1 if that's all that they could possibly get done for the writing, so that they do not feel like they have to do a full 1 to 2 page essay writing. That may be too overwhelming, so I would cut that back to 1 or 2, and then their rubric would depict that in their writing. And so this is why these are the areas that I chose for my media literacy, etiquette,